Well, while we've been putting out videos of still of the Philippines and then entering into California and all, those were delayed, and we actually been here in Texas. And it has been scorching hot, and it still is scorching hot. The real feel yesterday, and even on the thermometer in our truck, was hitting between 106 and 108 degrees. Man, it is absolutely miserable. We have been downsizing, and we've been having a sell-off. Sold the cattle, leased out the land, working on selling the tractors right now and all the farm equipment. Sold the jet skis, sold the fifth wheel, loading up a dumpster, a big roll-off dumpster, a huge dumpster. We have it just jam-packed, as full as it'll get.
Yes, it's a lot
of stuff. And we're still just continuing on. And that doesn't mean we're selling out in Texas. We're not selling out in Texas. We're freeing our lives up in Texas.
Eliminating
all the things that just stress us and just constant non-stop problems and worries when we're in the Philippines and when we're in Texas, both alike. And I'm tired of fighting the agricultural battles. I'm wore out with it, and I just want to enjoy. I still want to have some things that are bringing in a revenue stream, so we're going to keep a few rentals, especially right there, the ones at our farm. But we are also selling off more rental properties as well. In fact, we're down here right now at a Mexican food restaurant, that a little nice, one of those little hole in the wall places like we said that like Melinda likes to eat at so much.
Yes.
This is her favorite one right here.
Yes.
Taco Reyes. Simple Hispanic Latino family that we've gave a lot of stuff to, from rent houses and all, a lot of nice things we gave to them. We've built a little bit of relationship and rapport with them. They have just really, really good food here, and it's just a very, very simple place in a small town on the side of the road. So we came by here yesterday and talked to them and asked if I could put up a sign looking for a handyman to do work to a couple of our rentals, because I don't have time to be everywhere at once, and I don't want this trip drawn out for a long time, me here working on a rent house, getting it prepared to sell. So we're going to hire a little bit of work out and try to get it done faster. I have a couple potential buyers right now, and I just want it in a little bit more nice, tidy shape before we move forward on those deals. And it looks like I might even stand possibly to make a profit off these places if I do it pretty quick. The Philippines. Are you missing the Philippines, Mal?
Yes.
When we were in the Philippines, did you think that you were so ready to get back to Texas?
Yeah, I'm so ready to get back over here, but I'm wrong. And then when we are here, I'm so bored, and I miss my family there, especially the twins.
All the kids you talk
all
about.
The kids.
Yeah, we're missing the children. We're missing our house. We're missing the family there. We're missing our friends there, both Filipino and expat friends as well.
And of course, yeah, you're right. Expats that we hang out sometime.
All of it. Our titas that we like to hang out with, the Zumba group that Melinda hangs out with, just everybody.
And of course, our lifestyle there.
Absolutely, yeah, our lifestyle. We're missing the Philippines, so we want to downsize as much as we can here, and we've already relieved the biggest burden of it all, and that was the cattle. That was the biggest relief. But now we've got a rent house that's sitting right now not occupied. It's costing us in property tax. We're losing money, and when a house sits empty, vandals can come along as well. And so we need to stop the bleeding of that house just sitting there. And then we have one that's got a renter in it. She seems to take care of the property, but she is a slow pay, and she's constantly behind, and she's thousands of dollars behind right now. But I haven't done anything because she actually takes care of the property, unlike some.
Yes.
But no matter what, she's going to have to go too unless she can get paid up in full and stay paid up, because we want to sell the property, and we have an offer on that property right now that is a substantial profit, possibly, over what we gave and had in that place. So we don't want to miss that opportunity. And once again, what if this lady up moves and then the house is empty while we're gone and vandals mess with it or anything like that?
Another problem.
Another problem.
And then if you are there at Philippines, it stress your mind because you can't do anything because you are there. So while we're here, better we solve this problem.
What happens when the phone rings and we have a call coming from the U.S. and we're in the Philippines? We cringe, don't we?
Yes.
We don't look at a phone call coming in going, oh, it's from back home. Let's talk to them. It must, it's exciting to talk to everyone. We're thinking, now what? Now what problem is happening there?
Because every time there's a call or messages, it's always problem.
It's always a problem.
Yes.
Yeah. And so we are eliminating that fast. We got some boats removed off the property. I had an old wrecked truck back in the field. It was my dad's that he ran out from a car years past and wrecked it, and it just ended up in the field. We got that hauled away. Our property is cleaning up so fast.
It's different.
Our buildings are emptying out around there. We're going to keep just the basic of things that we need for our life, and everything else, it's got to go. So that's a little update of what's been happening in our lives, and we really look forward to our return back to the Philippines.
Yes, we're aching to get back as soon as possible.
We are. We really, I love the United States. Don't get me wrong. We love the United States. We love our family. I've got friends and uncles, stuff. I love them here. But we just don't really even see them even when we're here. And we try to reach out to them to do things, but either it's bad timing because we have something going on or they have something going on, or just bad timings a lot of times.
Let's say like we are much happier than there in Philippines than here.
We are, without a doubt. We're much happier there. And we've got projects that we were working on here, just still like my big shop back there in the back that I really don't even care nothing about. It's hard to finish something that you've lost all interest in. That is really hard to do. Plus it's going to raise the taxes higher too.
Yes,
the building's going to raise our taxes. But at the same time, I don't want to tear it down. I may downsize it. Smaller, maybe not.
And it is true though, so hard to finish that one because what sense are you gonna finish it and you're not gonna stay there anyway. And
other than just to lock our stuff up in, you know.
And then the more you make it beautiful or add on it, it's costing us, money for the tax.
And value on property tax.
Property.
Yeah. So
We're
making changes and we're simplifying our life, and we really look forward to being back in the Philippines. Man, we have a good life there, and we're ready to get back to that good life. So that's just a little update video.
This time I order Menudo. You know what is this? Is beef stomach.
Beef stomach?
Yes.
Well, go for it right there. Show them what you're working with.
Well, I used to eat this one in Philippines as well, so it's not new with me.
How's your menudo there?
That's good. I think it's my third time to eat this one.
I think he's got you some tortillas right there, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a tortilla. But
We'll put some of this good green sauce on there. I love the green sauce. Oh my God. That's so good. Man, they always make the best tacos. Wow. That's good stuff right there.
yes, barbacoa. That's my favorite. But this time I ordered a Menudo. I think I'm gonna steal one of that.
I know you probably will. But I'm not stealing none of your Menudo because I don't want none.
I know you don't.
Now that I've sold my cattle and leased out my land to a family member, well, now I'm going to sell the extra tractors that I have. And I'm just going to keep my orange tractor with the front end loader and all on it. And this old John Deere right here, I tell you what, it is a really good old tractor. This is a 1985 model. It's a year older than Melinda. And it has got low hours on it. 3,000 operating hours on it. A lot of these tractors and these year models easily have 15, 20,000 working hours on them. But this tractor has 3,000 working hours on it, and it still runs like a new tractor. And it is in super good condition. But like many cars and all, that headliners and all crumble, you know, that old foam rots and it all falls apart. So I have been working on replacing all the headliner inside of it. And it's like a insulation and it's a sound deadening in this tractor all the same. Let me show you. So yesterday I removed all the old headliner out, removed all of these pieces everywhere, took out the radio, the speakers, the little light that hangs down there and all, and removed all the old up there. And I've had here on hand the brand new parts to put in there for a while now. So I got the big main one up in here yesterday, and man, it was a little tricky getting it in. It was not super easy, but it wasn't super hard either. So I got this new one up in here yesterday. Had to get it in along these tracks on the sides, in the back, and it was a little bit of a job getting it in there. This is the old radio right here from 1985, and would you believe this radio still works perfect? Isn't that amazing? Still works perfect, and actually puts out pretty good sound. And these are the, let me get here, these are the old original speakers as well from 1985, and they still play and sound very good as well. This tractor is in really good condition. It's got all the pieces that go around the dash right here. It had foam on the back, and that old foam had just deteriorated like it does in these cars and stuff all the time. And you know, headliners falling down and all that stuff crumbling. So get these pieces back in there, get the dust wiped off of them, and it'll all be looking really, really good. Got new foam in that one. So that's my task right now. Get all that back together. That tractor will look like a brand new tractor inside, and get the rest of this all cleaned up. Did a little power washing on the hay baler yesterday. Got all the chaff and dust and stuff out of it. It's all looking very nice. Get this up for sale. I had initially put this stuff online for sale, and I just showed a picture of all the equipment that I have and tractors, and I was getting hit with just 10 million questions. I didn't get into a real defined ad on each piece of equipment. And man, I found myself overwhelmed with people writing messages and trying to call and wanting me to call them. And I set up for a couple of them that just wanted to buy everything that I have, everything, just pay one price, pick everything up. And 2 different times that I had an agreement with a buyer, they no-showed. That is so aggravating, because I took away from my time to block that time off for them. And one did it to me. He was so adamant, it's a done deal, I'll be there in the morning. And morning come, and he writes, I'm not coming, after I'd already been sitting here waiting, because I guess he just changed his mind. And you know, that was that. So I had put another guy off. I told him, if this falls through, I'll let you know. So I called him up and I said, well, the other one fell through. He just disappeared on me, changed his mind. And he said, well, I want it, and I'll be there first thing in the morning. And morning came, nothing. Afternoon came, nothing. I wrote him, I said, are you on your way? What's going on? He said, oh, I didn't have an employee to come in at one of his businesses and all that. No. First he said that he is getting a truck inspected and he'd be on his way. That I'm about to leave right now. All right, so I continue on, not doing nothing and just waiting here. And then it gets even later, and I said, just kind of checking status. Oh, I never even left because an employee didn't come in somewhere and all this kind of stuff, and gave me all these reasons. And but he's gonna be here again the next day, which we went on and did our work. But thank God I didn't just sit here and wait on him yesterday, because he still no-showed. And I said, you know what, I'm just gonna delete the ad, and I'm gonna put all that interior stuff I have in the tractor instead of just showing it to him in a box. I'm gonna clean the hay baler up good, power wash it off and everything, and clean the tractor up really good, and go out here and clean the other equipment up real good too. And I'm gonna put them right here in this little pasture next to my house, lined up out here in front. And I'm gonna put for sale signs on them. I'm gonna run an individual ad with detail and video, and put a link to that video on a different account, not this YouTube account. And they can see firsthand the equipment before they come out. They can see it run, operate, whatever, you know, maybe. I can't do it on every piece of equipment, but it should knock out a lot of those questions that I was being bombarded with. And I just want to make all this stuff go. If they want to come buy everything, come buy everything. If you just want a piece, buy a piece. But just stick by your word when you say you're coming. I really, really wish people would respect other people's time. I got for sale here my 1985 John Deere 2750 tractor. It's a 75 horsepower tractor. This tractor is in really clean condition. It has low hours on it. I'll show you the hour meter here in just a little bit. It has brand new front tires on it. Both sides here, brand new front tires. The back tires are still really good condition as well. Lots of good working rubber still in there. Has the wheel weights on it as well. On the front steering here, it's got new seals and all, as you can see. Those were replaced about 2 years ago. And on both sides, all those seals have been changed. All the hydraulics works good on it. PTO, everything works perfect. Got the hay baler connected to it here right now. 3-point hitch, everything's there with it. All the glasses in it, mirrors on it, lights are on it. The lights all work. It's got 2 brand new Napa batteries on it. It's not brand new, they're about a year old. Inside in here, you see the condition's really good. Back the camera up here, which you can see better. Seats in good condition, the armrests are. All the controls here. It's got a high-low range and 8 gears. High-low, 8 gears total. All the original radios in it, and it all works good. Air conditioner, and it all works good. As you can see here, it has 3,058 working hours on it. Everything's in good functioning order. Seats in good shape. Floor mats are in good shape. Close that door there. Wind's gonna help me close it. We're gonna start it up here. It's all in neutral. Has good cold air. I know you can't feel it, but it has good cold air. Heat works on it as well. It says the radio works. Everything's functioning on this tractor, ready to go. Well, that air does feel good. Again, it fires right up every time. Let's have a look at the exhaust. See, it's not blowing smoke. Even the little interior light works on it too. emergency brake here on it. It's all still working good, holds good. This tractor was originally bought right here in Terrell where I'm at. It's bought here from our local dealer. Even the cigarette lighter works, and I use that cigarette lighter port right there to plug up the monitor for the hay baler. I listed this tractor for sale once before. I got an enormous response on it, but I had back-to-back people set up appointments with me to come look at it, and I sat here and they did not show up. We're busy and we have other things to do. So if you're interested in this tractor, please be serious about it and don't waste my time if you're just a tire kicker or if you're not really going to show up if you make an appointment with me. I just don't have time for that. That's why I pulled the prior ad back offline, and I'm going to regroup here and try to answer as many questions as I can right here in this video and in the ad. And I'm only going to entertain somebody that I can tell is a dead serious buyer. If you're just shopping around and kicking the can and don't really know what you want, I just don't have a whole lot of time. I can't just sit at the house and wait for people to show up and set times and then no show. But a serious buyer, I would definitely appreciate and entertain. It's a good quality tractor. These year models don't require all that def. This is a real John Deere engine. This isn't one of those Perkins diesels and all that's in a lot of these foreign tractors right now, these imported tractors. It's about the best I can tell you on it right now. It's just a good solid tractor, no oil leaks, no hydraulic leaks. It's just ready to work and ready to go.